Actually, I'm gonna see you Thanksgiving at your mom's house.
The Colby's mom Thanksgiving joke was something I threw in rehearsal, and then Taylor liked it.
Just, did you ask Colby before that you were gonna say that, or?
I asked Colby's mom, and she said yes. It's so fun to see all these actors step up and go toe-to-toe with Beth. And Jackie Weaver, who plays Caroline, is my favorite one yet.
I gave you enough rope to hang yourself, and oh boy, did you fucking hang yourself.
You know, the stage that we play on, it's, you know, you get punched and you fall down, you don't get up. It's, you know, it's pretty evident. In this new stage, it doesn't matter how big or how small you are, even how smart you are, because fundamentally the common denominator is money. And
Right.
if you win the day by winning the market, it's simple math, and that's the victor. Beth may have met her match.
You have committed corporate espionage.
You get these women now, right? Like before it was like these powerful men, and so she could kind of get this different in with them. You know, she could kind of use certain tactics that would kind of get these men, you know, vulnerable.
I like this girl.
But these women are like, we've played the same game that you played. We've heard the same things that you're saying. We've said those things. So there's really nothing that she can say that's like getting them off their game.
I came up at a time when the corporate ladder was greased to keep women off it. I climbed it anyway, stepping over some little bitch like you on every rung.
Beth is really meeting her match here, so it's so exciting.
She's discovering it, where you can see her, the oh shit moment of, I was the best player on the board.
Every time.
And now I'm not. In the past, she would, you know, put her cigarette out on you or throw a drink and just win and turn tail. Not anymore.
You little bitch, are going to prison.
I now pronounce you husband and wife.
It's so beautifully simple, the wedding. When I thought, oh, they're gonna get married, I was picturing this, and I was like, oh, Ryan's gonna be there. He's gonna put a nice shirt on. God damn it, it's gonna be great. And I was really looking forward to it. And then I read it, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is not the wedding that I had in.
That you had dreamed
Where's
of?
my goddamn wedding?
You really wanted to wear your tux.
I wanted to be there. I wanted a wink from Rip, a little, just a, you know, something, a nod. And then, you know what? No, just nope.
I hope you let me do this again for you. And do it right.
Whatever. Just goes to show. You think you're going this way, you're really going this way.
An invite to the wedding, like, would you have come back from the 4-6s for a wedding invite?
I feel like the Bunkhouse would have catered the wedding.
Like work release. Like
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
here, but you don't look at anybody and you serve shrimp.
Don't talk to the talent.
What would your role be then as a caterer for a Rip and Beth wedding?
I'd be schlepping ice.
See, I was the
For
wedding,
sure.
I'd be the wedding coordinator.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd be the governor of the whole operation?
Yeah.
No, I'd be
I'd like to
carrying
invite you to
ice.
come, you know, up on the podium. Be
Yeah,
like,
yeah. You've got the Bluetooth
yeah, get
headset.
the thing,
and you're like,
yeah.
flowers.
Exactly, yeah.
And I'm like, at 4 bouquets.
Yeah.
And I'm like fumbling.
Damn, that was beautiful.
They all like that?
Hell, kid, ain't none of them like that.
I love you too, Dad.
Jamie's becoming pretty much an old hand at disposing of people that are inconvenient, which would lends to the theory that he truly has the best interests of the family in mind. Or is it the opposite, that he knows his ass is in trouble and he's like a kid that is covering what he's done?
He kills his own dad, right? Beth basically coerces him and blackmails him into killing his own father.
The version of his sperm donor, but it's not like patricide. It's not his father. It's just this person that he met a week ago.
In his mind, it seems like he is excited by and sort of hoping for this new life, this new beginning.
This escape.
His own ranch, his own family.
Most people, the best they can hope is to dream about something like this.
In that moment, all of that goes away. The way out from under John Dutton is presented to him, and then Beth tears it away.
Beth, please. Please.
At a certain point, even for Beth, it's like, at what point have you done enough to Jamie?
What if he had just gone out and said, hey, Pop, we gotta get out of town. things are weird here.
They just
and
done
they
what Casey
split.
said he did to Walker.
Well, it's interesting. Is that the coward's way out? Or
I
to
think
sort of,
so.
It's another way that he sort of escapes personal responsibility. in some
Again,
way.
he always like leans into the victim. Oh, well, they made me do it. It's like, okay,
not my fault.
They could put the gun in your hand, but they didn't force you to pull the trigger.
I had no choice.
The reason why Beth can always get to him is because he still always wants to be included in the family.
I'm surprised you're here.
We wouldn't miss this for the world.
You know, all of his other kids, John like went out of his way to be like, I personally need you to be here for me, and Jamie's never gotten that. So it's almost like a child where you're just constantly rebelling, hoping that at one point your father's gonna come up to you and say, no, son, I need you.
Don't you let those fucking Duttons deceive you into thinking you're a bad man.
This is Emily. She's a vet down the sixes, and she's my fiance.
Jimmy comes back, but not by himself.
Oh, that's gonna go over like a fart in church.
You couldn't pick up the phone or just send a card
What's
letting
going through
us
Jimmy's
know.
mind? Like, why
Hey,
do
I'm
that?
bringing a girl with me if you could tidy up.
Jimmy doesn't know Mia's gonna be there.
But does he care that she's even there?
Absolutely. As soon as he sees her in there, he doesn't want it to go that way. And he doesn't want to hurt Mia.
Right.
He just has this new life. And it would be, I think, disrespectful to Emily to sort of, you know, try to hide it.
Hide that,
Yeah,
yeah, like
exactly.
it's her fault.
You know, Jimmy's proud as he's ever been to introduce his fiance to his friends. And there's Mia, bam! Jimmy and Mia kind of have it out and have the conversation. They say all the things they didn't say before.
When I had to leave there and come back here, she chose an option that you and I didn't discuss.
When Jimmy couldn't send that letter back, I think there's
These are the
all
letters.
this stuff that he couldn't say before,
Right.
that he didn't even have words for before.
So it's my fault?
It's nobody's fault.
She has a lot of, like, justified anger and resentment about what happened too. You know, she nursed Jimmy back to health,
Right.
and then he left.
You didn't fight. Not even a little.
You know, Mia saw Jimmy as this thing, this like idea that Jimmy loved, this like rock star, bronc
Monolith,
rider,
yeah, a
invincible, badass rodeo cowboy. And Jimmy wanted to live up to that for Mia, but he couldn't do it. And Emily loved Jimmy for who he
just
was.
Jimmy was right now.
Right then. Not a badass rodeo cowboy.
Right.
For a hardworking guy just trying to find his way and trying to learn. So the way that we shot that, Catherine Kelly's first shoot day was that fight scene. And I thought that was incredible.
She was so comfortable, and I think that made it so easy to shoot something that, again, can be very, very complex. You know, was that like our 4th or 5th fight in the bunkhouse this season? Like, my goodness, it's just like a Royal Rumble now.
Freaking man.
Well, shit.
Always good to exercise after a long drive.
You two are fucking crazy. You know that? Like bananas in the brain.
I think it's just fun when you're kind of outside, everyone is there, and it's just kind of spitballing and stepping over each other's lines. And with having, you know, Kat on set, you know, her kind of getting an opportunity to kind of see what that is, kind of takes you back to the old times.
There's turtles that live 250 years. Your jokes are over.
Are you two a couple?
Even like Bingham was there and he was in a good mood.
How the fuck did you hurt your knee roping the steer? I didn't hurt roping steers. I heard it fucking your mother the other night.
Somebody had a couple of beers.
Beers, yeah,
and it was like, it's okay, just for right now.
Right.
Which obviously is the bridge between the next series of destructive events that are going to be
Anytime you're feeling good, that's a bad
on our
sign.
heads. Yeah.
You're going back to Texas, ain't you?
It's such a sort of honor to work with Forey, because Forey has lived this life for so long. He's an incredible actor, but he's also like an incredible cowboy. And Forey's approval, Jeff, am always looking for Forey's approval. I'm always sort of asking Forey, hey man, did you see anything there I could work on? Or hey, did I get this right? So getting Forey's approval in a scene like that is really huge for me too.
I might make a cowboy yet.
Hell, Jimmy, you're a cowboy already.
For me, it was really bittersweet to be in that truck and sort of be pulling away from all of y'all. Your life goes on, you know, as it was before. But for Jimmy, he's kind of driving off into this great unknown. For me, it is really hard to leave behind familiarity. The Yellowstone has been an incredibly difficult place for Jimmy, but it's also been his home. It's the devil he knows. And to pull away sort of into the distance with no certainty except Emily.
And it's also interesting to for you to have been able to leave under the circumstances that no other branded man has been able to leave the Yellowstone.
A free man?
You get the approval from everyone, from John, from Lloyd, from Rip. You get to just get in the car and go.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that definitely says that there's a tremendous trust that John has with Jimmy and Rip also.
Hey, proud of you.
I feel like going in for the hug right then would have really made that moment, really would have fucked it up.
You'd have walked into a right hook.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you'd have pushed his sunglasses up and said, "So long, kid."
Get the fuck out of here.
Just beat it.
Thank you.
Rip has been such a formative figure for Jimmy in so many ways. He's been an older brother, he's been a father, he's been a friend, he's been a sort of like comrade in arms, like he's been a teacher.
I'm gonna show you how to get rid of problems so they don't become new problems.
In that moment, to feel like the terms they're leaving on is not as peers, because Jimmy will never be the cowboy that Rip is, but as sort of, it feels like that's a moment where Rip kind of acknowledges the growth that Jimmy has done. It's huge for Jimmy to get that blessing. And it's also like Cole has been such a leader on our set that to hear that from Cole is also just a really meaningful thing for me.
Jimmy, cowboys don't say goodbye. They say see you later. Till we're in that fucking dirt. We'll say our goodbyes then.
All right, Bunkhouse, we're out.
So long. So long.